talking about leading up to a big tournament, and I'm going to use the college series tournament as a reference because that's probably one of the biggest tournaments I've ever fished, where the most is on the line. And really leading up to the tournament, it's a pretty strict format. They give you have your practice days, and then you have your actual tournament days, and they call them official practice days. And they're official because you're not allowed to talk to locals, you're not allowed to fish with any guides. You can only speak with people that are actually in the tournament and are registered to fish and are doing the official practice as well. So they really keep it tight to where it's you going out there and figuring out what those fish are doing and really how to operate the lake as well. So really what I focus on first is getting a lay of the boat ramp and safely maneuvering my boat. And one of the most important things is where the bathrooms are, because you don't want to be rushing around looking for a place to do your business and there's not one in sight. And so really you just got to get a pattern down of being able to go out and to fish and be organized and not break stuff and not get hurt. And so then once you kind of have just your general like maneuvering and boating and getting down the ramp stuff, then you can actually start focusing on fishing. Every day I really try to have snacks and drinks on the boat. I mean, most important is water, but you know, you need stuff for electrolytes, you need stuff to keep you moving. When we're actually doing the fishing though, I mean, I'll have as much tied on as I possibly can, really thinking about the environment. Am I going to be fishing deep or shallow? Am I ready to transition through that through practice days? And I mean, you'll see here I have a ton of stuff tied on. This is just what I have on hand switching from now, but I mean, I'll probably have, I could put 6 rods here, 6 rods on the other side. I had about a 10 to 15 rod locker. I have 12 rods I can put in the co-angler slot. I mean, I'll put everything I got out there and I'll try to have it tied on so that if there's a technique that I can catch them on in the moment and get some more practice in on, I can just pick it up and throw it out there instead of having to sit there and retie things, because I mean, every time you retie, that's another fish you could be catching. And so really just those practice days, once you got down the basics, you got down where you're going to catch some fish and you have some stability, you can actually on tournament day, it's just running your instincts, everything you developed through those official practice days. And you hear a lot of times of guys talk of coming up months before a tournament and spending a week or a weekend just getting to know the lake, and that's really good for as far as running and trying to figure out like that general stuff. But overall, I think that adds to a bad mental game because you have memories, and they talk a lot about that too, fishing memories. You spend a lot of time fishing stuff you think there was going to be fish on instead of sticking to what you actually have found and learned, and you know, more of those instincts that are reliable, not the ones that seem reliable. So then after that, you fish it out on tournament day and you know, run your stuff that you got and do it safely now that you got the practice, and you just hope that they're still there. And that's how I do it.